Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here inside the Pickford High School Gymnasium. It is boys varsity basketball action tonight. A matchup in the Eastern Upper Peninsula Conference as the visiting Newberry Indians come in to take on the host Pickford Panthers. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network. Excited to bring you this matchup. Should be a good one here early on in the season between the Panthers, who are deeper. They are bigger. They look to be built a little bit stronger, but this is a Newberry Indians team that will scrap. They will hustle. They will fight. And they found some surprising contributions in their season-opening loss to Manistee the other night. Indians trying to break through and get to 1-1 on the season and get some early bragging rights in that Eastern Upper Peninsula Conference. As we take a look at these two teams, Nate Moulton leading the Newberry Indians varsity. They are made up of just one senior. It's guard Liam Rao, Sam Raholly, Sebastian Patterson, Talieson Cox, Ethan Pavey, and we all know about Matthew Raholly, the leading scorer for the team the other night, the all-state football selection for the Indians in that junior group. And then sophomores that will rotate up. Keegan Martin, we'll see plenty of him. And then Craig Whalen, Caden Hamilton, and Garrett Lewicki all have quarters left over tonight from a JV contest in which Pickford cruised to the win. Panthers raced out to a 10-2 run in the opening minutes, led by a margin of 19-4 at one point in the first quarter. And after Newberry cut it down to 10 or so right after halftime, it was all Pickford in the second half as the Panthers get the win. Varsity looking for the sweep under the leadership of Coach Steve McConkey, assisted by Chris Batho and Dan Nettleton. They've got a bit more of experience, including Jacob Eddington, Hayden Hagan, and Braylon Rounds. Junior group for the Panthers includes Adam Taylor, Owen McConkey, superstar stud athlete Tommy Story, Eli McDonald, Dakota Beamish, and Caden Kiefer, and Gunnar Bennett, a talented sophomore, adds depth to this Panthers team. Should be a fun one here tonight as we get you ready. The Panthers and the Indians. We're high atop the Pickford High School Gymnasium. It is M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
Dr. Bill Shepard is a family practice physician at Manistee Lakes Family Clinic in Curtis and the West Mackinac Health Clinic in Engadine, part of the Helen Newberry Joy Healthcare System. Dr. Shepard emphasizes the word family and family practice doctor.
As a family physician, I was taught that caring for the entire family has benefit. You take the time to get to know the interactions, and that's not just mom, dad, and two kids. That's the extended family. Grandma is a provider of care for a grandchild, and she's having health problems that can impact the grandchild, that can impact the mom that's trying to work and worrying about her mom and her child.
Manistee Lakes Family Clinic in Curtis and the West Mackinac Health Clinic in Engadine. From Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital.
At Newberry Motors, we're finishing 2023 with some of the greatest deals of the year on our remaining 2022 models. And we have just 5 remaining that must go. Get a 2022 Ram Bighorn Quad Cab 4x4 or a 2022 Ram Lodestar 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 and save thousands of MSRP. Plus, a 2022 Chrysler Pacifica Touring Edition. This is your chance to save thousands off MSRP. And we still have an explosive selection of late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. We're making room for 2024 at Newberry Motors, your locally owned family-run dealer. Call 906-293-5104 or find us on South M123 in Newberry.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Luce County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Luce County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. Back inside the Pickford High School Gymnasium, getting you ready for tonight's contest. It is the Panthers and the Indians and an E.U.P. Conference battle. These two schools will see their girls' teams go at it in an early season showdown. That'll be tomorrow night in Newberry at the J.L. DeCook Gymnasium. 5:45 in the girls' contest. Varsity game to follow from the J.L. DeCook Gymnasium. And follow our Facebook pages. Tomorrow we'll have an announcement on if we'll be able to broadcast that game for sure or not. There's some scheduling conflicts. I've got to be on the road for varsity hockey bright and early tomorrow for games down in Gaylord for the Manistee Emeralds varsity hockey team, which is a Newberry Manistee Munising co-op group. But if I can make it back in time for that contest tomorrow night, I'll try to get that girls' game broadcasted for you there. Other games in the E.U.P. Conference tonight, second week of the boys' season, but really the first big week of conference games. Down in Rudyard tonight at the Harris College Gymnasium, it is the Bulldogs and the Cedarville Detour Islanders. Over in Brimley at the Carl Parker Gymnasium, the Bays are hosting 0-3 Engadine as the Eagles look to get on the win column here in the early part of the season. If anybody is out at any of those other games or hears scores, be sure to let us know, and we'll pass that along to you. We step aside here at the Pickford Gymnasium. When we come back, we'll be ready for tip-off in tonight's contest. Your pregame coverage tonight brought to you by the Newberry News.
Did you know the Newberry News has a print shop? They print business cards, brochures, invitations, window flyers, gift certificates, business envelopes, and so much more. Get all your printing needs done right here at home. For fast service and affordable pricing, call 906-293-8401 and see what the Newberry News print shop can do for you.
If you're looking for a furry friend to help brighten your days, then look no further than the Luce County Animal Shelter. They have many lovable pets, just waiting to find their forever homes. From playful pups and cuddly kittens to gentle dogs and cats looking for a quiet place to call home, the Luce County Animal Shelter has the perfect companion for you. Visit the Luce County Animal Shelter today and let's create heartwarming memories together. Because when you adopt, you're not just finding a pet, you're finding a lifelong friend.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depressing stuff.
That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
All right, back here inside the Pickford Gymnasium, we just finished tonight's national anthem now. Roger Morrison, the longtime PA announcer and stat guru here in Pickford, gives us tonight's starting lineups. Out first, the junior, number 24, Matthew Rahali. Getting the start tonight at center, the man in the middle, 44, it's Ethan Pavey. Senior guard out next, Liam Rao, tough on the defensive end, scrappy, flies around. Sam Rahali, cousin to Matthew, junior, second year with the top team, and Keegan Martin, a sophomore, started a handful of games as a freshman last year. Now for the Panthers and the home white with the purple numbers, Braylon Rounds is out first. Eli McDonald wearing 24 comes out next. Jacob Eddington, he's going to be battling with Pavey in the middle there. Double zeros for Gunnar Bennon, the sophomore. And Tommy Story wearing 15 out next. So it's Story, Bennon, McDonald, Rounds, and Eddington for the Panthers. Indians go Sam Rahali, Matthew Rahali, Keegan Martin, Liam Rao, and Ethan Pavey. And we are just about ready to go. Indians in the road blacks with the orange numbers, white trim, brand new threads. They look sharp. Pickford in the white with the purple. Newberry left to right, Pickford right to left as we bring it to you here in this opening half a play. Steve Wilson going to toss it up here. I see Jimmy Myers down there. Veteran Eastern UP officiating crew here in this one. Rahali beat on the jump by Eddington, who goes back to Story. So two of the most accomplished football players anywhere in the state of Michigan facing off here on the hardwood early on this season. Both all-state AP selections. Steal on the opening drive by the Indians. They'll go 5 out to Pavey. Big man can stretch the floor, handles it well. Gets trapped there, knocked away. Rao dives for it, keeps it alive. Pavey moves it to Rahali underneath, cut off, lobs it. Indians will work it around. Looks like a zone trap coming for Pickford. Baseline drive and a foul on Eddington. Mismatch there with Rahali, used his quickness to try and get around, and the whistle comes. First team foul, 7:15 to go here in the first. Martin to do the inbound. Comes to Rao. Rao will bring it back topside. Indians will rotate it around. They want to spread the floor, use their speed. Not a lot of size. Pavey's really the one true big. Rahali more of a wing guard with the height. Open three for Pavey, no good. Not a bad look there. Pickford brings it up. Panthers push the floor. They'll go to the corner. Now they'll settle topside. Indians going to man up here. Lob inside. Oh, the drop step from Eddington. Great move on a great feed to the post, and the Panthers strike first, 2-0. 6:35 to go in the opening quarter. Little pressure here and a trap as Sam Rahali gets sent in to the Pickford student section. Fouls on Bennon, team second. Matthew Rahali, quarter court inbound here. Going to lob it back across the timeline, and Martin. Indians can reset from there. Martin has room, drives, lefty, pulls up, had it blocked. He got knocked down. Here's Bennon the other way. Rahali, good job of getting back. Pavey as well, and the Trailers get there in time. Off the dribble, screen, shot no good. Rao the rebound. Wants Rahali, booted, picked up, spin move, into a layup, and it's good. It didn't start pretty, but it's effective. And Matthew Rahali's first two have us tied in the early going. Pickford going for round one with Eddington. Nice screen, the drive, and a foul on Martin. Two shots here coming for the Pickford junior, Eli McDonald. First one on the way and good. Pickford goes back in front, 3-2. 5:46 to go. Fast-paced first few minutes here. Second one no good, but another chance on the rebound by Eddington. Finds McDonald on the cut. Layup's good. It turns into a three-point trip. Panthers taking a 5-2 lead. Rao guarded by Story. Indians just got to stay patient. When they did that, they were able to create some offense in their loss against Manistee. Nice cut. Rahali finger roll good. Great vision by Martin. Rahali with the first 4 for the Tribe. Off the screen, Rounds for 3. Just as Newberry chips away, Pickford builds the lead some more, up 8-4, and a miscue between Martin and Pavey, an unforced error in the corner and a turnover. First change of the night for the Indians will be Craig Whalen up from the JVs for Pavey. Lob inside, too high for Eddington. Saves it though. Comes to the corner, McDonald. Pull-up jumper. He's feeling it early, but missed that one. Sam Rahali the rebound. Gives to Matty, who outlets here to Keegan Martin. Martin going to be really the true floor general of this group. Sets top side. Indians kind of get stuck in neutral. Steal, high glass layup, good, and the foul on Rao, and a three-point opportunity for Bennon. Makes it 10-4, free throw to come, 4:08 to go here in the first. Bennon takes his time, sets and fires. Panthers are 2 for 3 at the line, and that's helped them build an 11-4 lead. We sit back, now man up. 5-out offense here coming for the Indians, spreading the floor. On the cut, tipped back out by Rao. Whalen, jump pass, gets it back out. Great move by Martin, sets up the 3, too far there. McDonald the rebound. Balanced start for the Panthers at both ends. They're getting contributions all over. That one, back to Story. He'll drive, floater, fouled. Foul on Whalen, 20. That'll be another foul on the Indians, and 2 shots here for Tommy Story. Back iron, no. Third foul on the Indians. Remember the new rule this year. There's no more 1-and-1s. Team fouls are tracked by quarter. They reset. It used to be 7 fouls and a half on a team was 1-and-1. 10 fouls was a double bonus. Everything now is 2 free throws after the 5th foul in a quarter. And then they reset the team fouls every 8 minutes. That's a rule that a lot of states have used at the MHSAA, making the move to this year. And he gets down 12-4 after Story splits the free throws. Entry batted away. Pickford showing that versatility at both ends of the floor. Good help defense. They've been able to trap in a couple of spots. Martin drive. Left hand with contact. No. Rahali the follow. Rebound, tip home good. Rahali's got all 6 for the Tribe, who trail by 6. With 3 minutes to go, there's the drop step to Eddington. Indians just didn't get back and pick him up. 14-6. A little bit of pressure here. Diamond. Whalen On the floor, pulls up, bank shot, no. Eddington, rebound, had it knocked away. Rao comes up with it. Back to Martin. Good closeout by Bennon. Coming back, and then they take it from Martin. Rounds, Story, hesitates, fades, no good. Hustle there, challenge that shot. Story gets it back. This time sets the feet and buries it. And it's going to be a timeout. 16-6, Panthers lead it with 2:26 to play here in Pickford. We'll step aside. It's M123 FM and the E.U.P. Sports Network.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
All right, timeout here. Indians will have the ball. They will get it up near half court. They've been able to make a couple of things happen, but Pickford's had a couple of quick little runs with multiple baskets back to back. A big three-point shot. An and one situation where they scored, and they've taken better care of the basketball than Newberry so far, and that's gotten Pickford out in transition as well. They've just had more ways to attack early on, and that is why they lead it here early. 16-6. Patterson in the ball game, trapped. Jump ball. Whalen tied up with McDonald. Arrow to the Indians, and they'll inbound right there. Comes from the baseline. Rahali doesn't have a lot of anything. Goes to Whalen. Up strong and good for Craig Whalen. His first two. Pickford, though, still doubling up the Indians, 16-8. Under 2 to play now here in the first. Oh, tried the backdoor cut. Eddington turns it over. Keegan Martin will walk the Indians up the floor. Spin move, they'll come out to the wing. Another turnover. Rounds races the floor, blocked by Martin, and a foul. And that's going to be the fourth of the quarter on the Indians, so they're at the limit. 2 free throws on the next one, but 2 free throws right here on the layup attempt from Braylon Rounds. That's Martin's second. Whalen with 1, Rao with 1. Free throw good for Rounds. Eddington, multiple baskets. Bennon, multiple baskets. Rounds with multiple points now. He's got 4 with that free throw. Story hitting the jumper. Pavey back in for the Indians. Free throw, good. Rounds hits them both. Leads Pickford early with 5. Rahali leading the way for the Tribe. He's got 6 of their first 8. Here's Liam Rao. Bounce pass. Pickford moving with intensity. Whalen didn't handle it clean. Gets wrestled down. Martin, great drive. Set back up. They'll go corner. Liam Rao trapped in there. They're just trying to work everything out of the corner there, and it was doomed from the start. Transition try. Back to the trailer. Rounds. Trying to draw the contact. No. Bennon the rebound. Ripped away by Rahali. And a foul as Bennon came into the knees. The freshman, or the sophomore rather, Garrett Lewicki into the ball game. Late sub back for Pickford. They'll come in with number 2, Hayden Hagan. Zone defense here with a trap. Very Syracuse-esque from the Panthers. Good ball movement. Long baseline jumper, no good. Rao the rebound. One hard dribble. Back up. Bounces off, no. And the rebound tipped to McDonald. Outlet again. The Panthers running the floor. Layup, no. And it's going to be ball was on the rim. They're going to count the basket. They say ball on the rim, and Rahali slapped the backboard, so they call goaltending. Now, you're not allowed to slap the backboard, but I don't think that ball was on the rim. If anything, should have probably been a Pickford inbound. And now Newberry picks up a foul, and it's going to be the 5th of the quarter, and Pickford will get to shoot 2. Second foul on Rao. 2 shots here for Tommy Story. Missed the free throw. Sam Rahali in for Rao. So the layup missed, but because Rahali hit the backboard, slapped it with his hands, they call interference. I have to check with my official friends to know what the rule would be typically on that. I know it could be a technical, could be assist, could be assessed. Possession. It was called late as Pickford was coming back down, and now inside, Hagan fouled on the 3rd chance for the Panthers. They're racking up on the Indians here. 6 team fouls here in the quarter. Basket's good, and another 3-point opportunity for the Panthers. Got it to go. 24-8. 5 seconds left. Rahali into the trap. Another turnover. Hagan puts it up late. Almost got it to go. And that is the end of the first quarter. Big lead for the Panthers. They're on top 24-8 as we step aside. It's M123 FM.
At Newberry Motors, we're finishing 2023 with some of the greatest deals of the year on our remaining 2022 models. And we have just 5 remaining that must go. Get a 2022 Ram Bighorn Quad Cab 4x4 or a 2022 Ram Lodestar 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 and save thousands on MSRP. Plus, a 2022 Chrysler Pacifica Touring Edition. This is your chance to save thousands off MSRP. And we still have an explosive selection of late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. We're making room for 2024 at Newberry Motors, your locally owned family-run dealer. Call 906-293-5104 or find us on South M123 in Newberry.
Back here in Pickford, big run for the Panthers and some extra opportunities, offensive rebounds, turnovers, and at the free throw line, they built a 24-8 lead, and they start with the ball. Story sends it to the corners. Pickford sets it up. Indians go into a zone defense here. Eddington, middle, shot fake, goes up. The big fella got it to go. Goes down after the play, but is okay. Largest lead of the night now for the Panthers. Indians turn it over again. The trap, got him. Transition, great fast break group, this Pickford team, who now leads by 20 in the early stages of the second quarter. There comes the trap. Whalen, nice backdoor pass. Caden Hamilton, one of those players up rotating in from the JVs. Got it to go. Nobody gets back. Open 3 for the Panthers, no. And Rounds just boxes out Whalen and puts it back. 6 points in the opening minute of the quarter. Martin skips it. Hamilton, shot no. Easy rebound, Eddington. Outlet to Rounds. Rounds will run the floor right side. Constantly keeping his head moving. Has the wing 3 in transition, short no. Martin up to Whalen. Here comes Craig Whalen. Pulls up on the block. Little shot fake, back iron no. Another rebound for the Panthers. 6:33 to go in the second. 30-10 Pickford. Pull up Story, got it to go. Gets his feet set, he can knock it down. And Story is feeling it. The Indians are frustrated. Martin trapped again and a whistle. and a timeout for Coach Nate Moulton. It's going to be a full timeout. The Indians will talk it over. Panthers on top 32-10. Them 123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
Dr. Bill Shepard is a family practice physician at Manistee Lakes Family Clinic in Curtis and the West Mackinac Health Clinic in Engadine, part of the Helen Newberry Joy Healthcare System. Dr. Shepard emphasizes the word family in family practice doctor.
As a family physician, I was taught that caring for the entire family has benefit. You take the time to get to know the interactions, and that's not just mom, dad, and two kids. That's the extended family. Grandma is a provider of care for a grandchild, and she's having health problems that can impact the grandchild, that can impact the mom that's trying to work and worrying about her mom and her child.
Manistee Lakes Family Clinic in Curtis and the West Mackinac Health Clinic in Engadine, from Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital.
Panthers lead at 32-10 out of the Newberry timeout, their second of the game. It's 12-6, a 20-4 run, largely off of transition points. And here's going to be two more up ahead. Story layup good. Steal and score for the Panthers. They look impressive here early on. Diamond press at about three-quarter court. And that one sails. It's out of bounds below us and the crow's nest here. Some moans and groans from the Newberry faithful. Not what they had hoped on their trip over here to open Eastern E.U.P Conference play. But they were down quite a bit against Manistee the other night. Put together a good run late in the second and into the third. Offensive rebound putback. Man, oh man, if it's not a fast break, it's a second chance opportunity. Another offensive rebound putback. Rao fires it right to the Panthers. They'll dump it off. Couple of steals. Owen McConkey has come in. And now they hit a three on the rotation. And Nate Moulton takes another timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. He might not make it to halftime with any left over. 39-10, the Panthers are rolling here on M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
There you see it, 39-10. Panthers on top of the Indians. They led it 24-8. They scored 15 in the first 3 minutes and a 10-second call coming out of the timeout. And it is gone from bad to worse for the Tribe here in the first half. 4:45 to go in the second. Panthers get it back. 15-2 run here in this quarter after they ended the first on a 16-4 run. Pull up, Bennon, no good. Rebound, Hamilton, hacked inside. It's going to be a reach-in foul on Pickford. They lead at 39-10. I want to thank Steve Stifler, owner and producer extraordinaire. He is the man behind the scenes of the E.U.P Sports Network. Helping produce tonight. He's also got the replay center set up. Open three, no good. Offensive rebound, put back in a foul. Martin's third. Nate Moulton's about ready to rip his hair out. Producer Steve says that the replay showed on that backboard block earlier in the contest back in the first quarter that Rahalli did slap the backboard, but it did not move the basket to cause interference. I don't think the ball was anywhere near the rim. They called it when it was going the other way, but that is insignificant. And what is a 40-10 ball game on a night where the Panthers are on pace for 100. Free throw good. Rahalli. Indians throw it away. Rao just airmails it over Hamilton. Transition try for the Panthers. They tried to force it to the middle. Sam Rahalli ties up Eddington, who's about a foot and a half taller and easily triple his size. That's what the Indians need. Down big on the scoreboard and struggling. They need a little bit of effort and intensity, a little bit of grit. Another turnover out in front. Rounds tracks it down. Midair pass. Rahalli tripped up. And the foul coming here as Rahalli comes up with a steal. Rahalli with 6 of the 10 for the Indians. Second foul of the quarter on the Panthers. Indians, I don't think have had a shot yet in this quarter. Another turnover. We're back the other way. Look out, Pickford in transition. They'll leave it. Bennon, 3, no good. Rebound to Rao. One possession at a time, fellas. It's a 31-point game. Entry knocked away. Transition. Panthers. Indians get back. And Rao and they're going to call a pair of fouls. And Nate Moulton was arguing it. Rao gets called for the reach. And then the Panthers tried to brush it off and caught Rao with a stray hand to the face. So the third foul on Rao. Foul on both. They're discussing the ball. It was Pickford's possession, so each side gets a foul, and Pickford will keep it. Second foul on 5 for the Panthers, who's not listed. So it must have been Rounds, and, well, Newberry doesn't have a 5 either. Player 2 with 5 fouls, which is not right. Bennon will pick up that foul, his third. He'll come out. 4th team foul on the Panthers. 2:30 to go here in the second. Everything going off the rails, and a 41-30 impressive showing for the Panthers. Rahalli trying to break down Story. Poked away, reach and foul. And Rahalli will shoot 2. It's the 5th foul of the quarter. Rahalli will set and wait here. It's the first. He's got 7. This is the second. Here come the Panthers. Round skips it over. Drive for Hagan. Oh, got Rao in the air, who comes down hard right on his hip and elbow. And he is trying to get up, and he will. And Rouse going to walk off with Coach Moulton. Steve Wilson asking if he's okay. He shakes it off. Rouse, fourth foul of the half. Back iron, no. And that kind of night for the Indians. Substitution has to come here. Rao will come out. Patterson will come back in. And a turnover coming up the floor. Rahali stepped on the sideline. 41-11, 2:14. Open three, uncovered and buried. Nice cut, and he lost the handle. Knocked away by Story. Indians will go baseline. They got to get it in. Turn around. Hamilton. No. Panthers push the floor. Oh, missed the intended pass. Goes all the way to the low block. Pickford almost caught another break. 44-11. And a whistle and a hold on the Panthers in the baseline, and that'll be free throws for Sam Rahali. Rahali was 7. Keaton Hamilton with 2. Craig Whalen with 2. Free throw won't go. Thanks to Wendy Sanders for the update. 29-19. Rudyard up on Cedarville as Sam Rahali gets in the scoring column. Drive here off the screen. Jumper open. 3. Bounces up over the backboard. Pickford has dominated this game in 2 areas. Rebounding, especially on their offensive end. And turnovers. And when you do both of those things, you get a lot of looks in transition. Lob to Rahali. Tipped away by Story out of bounds. That's sort of defensive rebound and a quick outlet for the break. Or a steal and a quick break the other way. And then when they miss, their offensive rebounds are getting put right back up and in. Steal here off of Newberry's inbound. Drive. Cut off. Tied up. No whistle. Pickford player hits the floor hard. Up. Taliesin Cox blocked from behind. Newberry can't get anything to go. Oh, and nobody on the backside. Wide open rebound missed. And then all over him is Hagan, I do believe. Nope, McConkey. And we go the other way. 44-12, 36.8 to play here in the half. Indians split the free throws. Keaton Hamilton with 3 now. Off a screen. Story cut off. Top side triple. No good. Comes to the corner. Saved by the Panthers. They lob it to the post. Now kick it out. Story. Shot fake. Left elbow. No. Whistle. And an offensive foul that won't. Oh, will be shots. Was after the shot. So it's a loose ball foul. And Caden Hamilton is at least finding ways to get himself to the free throw line. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout for the Panthers. 18.5 to play as we take you around the Pickford High School gymnasium. Nate Moulton going to talk it over with his guys. Pickford has been on fire from the very start in this one. 44-13, they lead it in the final seconds before the break. Hamilton at the stripe. See what he can add to it here as the Indians bordering on running time when we come out of halftime. Splits them. Hamilton with 4. Pickford will come up for the last shot. Nice cut. It came way earlier than they thought. Basket and a foul on the hesitation. Rahali can't believe it. And Braylon Rounds cutting through the lane, lays it in, and he hits it. So Newberry with 8 seconds. Rahali will come up. He wants help. Cox comes and sets him. Foul on the shot. And a push underneath. And Sam Rahali will go to the line. That's actually not a bad play for Pickford. They'll ask about it. But instead of Rahali potentially shooting a 3, they just foul it. Send Sam Rahali to the line and say, we'll give up 1 or 2 here, but we're not giving up the triple. And they get the ball back. Rahali misses the first. Missed the second. Rebound. Rounds won't get a shot off. And that will bring us to the half here in Pickford. Panthers lead at 47-14 with M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
Did you know the Newberry News has a print shop? They print business cards, brochures, invitations, window flyers, gift certificates, business envelopes, and so much more. Get all your printing needs done right here at home. For fast service and affordable pricing, call 906-293-8401 and see what the Newberry News Print Shop can do for you.
A wild weekend in Marquette at the Superior Dome and some fantastic finishes in Battle Creek. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. Trailing by 12 with just over 1 minute remaining in the Division I 8-player football championship game, the odds of Martin pulling off a comeback against Inland Lakes were not very good. But then Gavin Myers threw a touchdown pass to Tegan Harris. Next, Martin recovered an onside kick, and with just 5 seconds to go,
now Branch moves over to the right side as well. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Myers looks, pressure comes. He's going to go up the middle. Keeps it on the right side of the 5. Dives for the end zone, and he's in! Touchdown, Martin, with 5 seconds to go. The Clippers have completed the comeback.
That was Matt Chapkus of the MHSAA Championship Radio Network on the call as Myers ran it in from 21 yards out to give Martin a 30-26 win and a state title. In Division II, Adrian Lenawee Christian capped a perfect 13-0 season with a 36-18 win over Marion. Easton Boggs hauled in 9 passes for 210 yards and 3 scores for the Cougars. Quarterback Sam Lutz threw for 350 yards and he added 2 rushing touchdowns. Marion finishes a fantastic season at 11-1. The Eagles put up more than 50 points per game on average this year. For more on both of the 8-player championship games, check out MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, in the Lower Peninsula Girls Swim and Dive Championships, Ann Arbor Pioneer captured the title in Division 1. It is the school's fourth straight D1 championship. In Division 2, Farmington Hills Mercy is your champion. Mercy won by more than 125 points and captured the school's first swimming and diving title since 2019. And the final game ball goes to East Grand Rapids in Division 3 as they captured their 7th championship in girls swim and dive in the last 8 years.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
For the second consecutive season, coaches will have the ability to challenge plays during the 11-player football finals. All potential scoring and turnover plays will continue to be automatically reviewed. But again this year, coaches will be allowed to challenge one play per regulation and one in overtime, with some restrictions. First, a team must have a timeout available and call it to initiate a review. Second, there are a limited number of items that can be reviewed. Those include catch or no catch, ball carrier in or out of bounds, forward or backwards pass, and a handful of others. If successful, the coach will be given back the timeout. In overtime, coaches can challenge once, no matter how many overtime periods are played, and only if they have a timeout.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. On the volleyball court at Kellogg Arena in Battle Creek, 4 champions were crowned. Let's start with Division 1, where Farmington Hills Mercy dropped the first 2 sets to Grand Rapids Forest Hills Northern before storming back and winning in 5. In Division 2, North Branch won its 2nd straight title, this one in straight sets over Grand Rapids West Catholic. Division 3 saw Kalamazoo Christian defeat Traverse City St. Francis in 4 sets. It's the first volleyball title in school history for the Comets. Holland DeVries finished with 16 kills and 27 digs in the victory. And in Division 4, after being down 2 sets to none in both the semifinals and finals, Clarkston Everest Collegiate won its first volleyball state title. They knocked off Leland in the title match after beating Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central in 5 sets in the semis. Coverage of all 4 divisions can be found at MHSAA.com. That wraps up the fall season here on This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we will see you in the new year with the winter season in full swing.
Concussions in cheerleading are fairly common. We throw people.
She said when she came home, I got hit in the head a couple of times. It's not a big deal.
Years ago, I don't think we talked that much about it.
Coaches weren't trained as well. It was a toughness thing. It's a toughness sport. So if you got hit and maybe you're a little woozy, oh, suck it up, you're okay.
It was just, you got your bell rung, you got the wind knocked out of you, and nobody really knew what was happening inside of the head.
We're not medical experts. Thankfully, very early on, we got connected here with the University of Michigan and their concussion center team. It's resulted in a partnership to where we use the University of Michigan to now provide the education that all of our coaches have to see each and every year prior to the season.
Without that partnership, I think there would be too many kids that aren't served correctly by doing things that we may have heard about 7, 8, 9 years ago that are no longer the best ways to both treat and recognize symptoms. We had a young man who had gotten a concussion and wasn't able to play. Every time they went to the doctor was, not getting anything healed. And so I just asked the question, what are they doing to treat? And then a lot of stay away from electronics, a lot of dark rooms, and those kinds of things. And I said, the latest research probably doesn't show that's the best way to treat that. And we're able to quickly turn him around to where he was back in school, functioning at a high level again, and ultimately led to graduation just this last spring and had no academic issues at all.
There's a lot of misinformation around concussion. So our partnership with the Michigan High School Athletic Association has been phenomenal because it allows us to reach administrators, coaches, parents, and athletes and provide that information to them so they can get on the road to recovery and back to the things that they love the most.
I think people take it more seriously because it is research-based.
I have total faith in our coaching staff, and if they noticed anything out of the ordinary, they would pull a child off the field, send them immediately to the trainer, go through the concussion protocol.
She fell back with her elbows back, and it hit my head in the same place every single time.
Cheer has the second highest rate of concussions next to football. And I think people just don't understand how hard this sport is and how dangerous it can be.
When I came back, they started me off doing slower things and slowly progressing into fully practicing again.
As the principal of Papa High School and also as a parent of an athlete, it just does give me some peace of mind.
The relationship with the University of Michigan's Concussion Center has literally been a home run for us.
Dr. Bill Shepard is a family practice physician at Manistee Lakes Family Clinic in Curtis and the West Mackinac Health Clinic in Engadine, part of the Helen Newberry Joy Healthcare System. Dr. Shepard emphasizes the word family in family practice doctor.
As a family physician, I was taught that caring for the entire family has benefit. You take the time to get to know the interactions, and that's not just mom, dad, and 2 kids. That's the extended family. Grandma is a provider of care for a grandchild, and she's having health problems that can impact the grandchild, that can impact the mom that's trying to work and worrying about her mom and her child.
Manistee Lakes Family Clinic in Curtis and the West Mackinac Health Clinic in Engadine. From Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
All right, back here in Pickford. Dan Hardbrook, glad to have you along. Panthers raced out to an early lead. They haven't let up. It's 47-14. As we come out of the break, Pickford going left to right. Indians right to left this half. Panthers been strong defensively to set up their offense. The ball movement quick again inside to the big fella. No. Eddington off the mark. Rebound Pavey. Indians got to find some positives to build as they head into next week. Rao tries to step up. Foul trouble for Rao. He had 4. Martin had 3 in the first half. Here's Rahali, a little up and under floater. No. Eddington did enough to challenge the shot. Rudyard and Cedarville 29-19 at the half. Other EUP game going on tonight. Engadine trailing Brimley 31-4. That was late in the second quarter when we got word back. Baseline inbound here. Foul. It was on Martin. It says 5 fouls on Martin on the board, but he's still going at it. Got to be his 4th. And a lob and a foul on Rahali in the middle of the trap. Martin takes it, traveled. So he tried to get it around Story. Story will take the inbound here from McDonald. Panthers will walk it up. 49-14, they lead it. Rounds the take up and somehow gets it to go. Pavey stood his ground to take the charge. Rounds wiggles around him, and now a baseline drive and pass turnover. Fast break intercepted by Rahali. He'll take it back. Brings it back up. Pickford even off the turnover into that diamond trap. And a hard hit by Rounds. .6:11 to go, 51-14. Great up and under by Rounds. Newberry, look how far out Pickford has been able to extend their defense, forcing them to start the offense near half court. Jumper rattles off, no good. Rao is going to need an ice bath after this one. He gets sent down, trying to battle with the big fella Eddington. Baseline inbound for the Indians. Eddington picks up his third on the Panthers here in the half. Rahali underneath, trapped, foul. Goes up strong. Eddington will pick up his fourth. Rahali will shoot here. Leads the Indians with 7. Shot up, no good. And Steve Wilson going to come over and look as they see 5 up now for Eddington. There's an error with the board. We saw that for Martin too. The 4 must not be working. Rahali second. Got it to go. Splits the 2. Back the other way come the Panthers. They'll swing it. Deep 3, no good. Rao, rebound, lost the handle. And then Braylon Rounds comes up into the crowd. Off of Rao, it'll stay with Pickford. An acquired start to this half. Indians trying to play with a little bit of passion and intensity. I know Nate Moulton well. I coached with him at the middle school level. Martin the steal. He's going to race all the way in. Story challenged it, forced the miss. Panthers in transition the other way. 1-on-4. Floater good for Bennon. And the bonus. It has been that kind of night for Newberry and that kind of night for the Panthers. 53-16 running time now here in the third as Lewicki comes back for Martin. Free throw, no good. Battle for it. Everybody hitting the deck. Indians having trouble getting it up. And then knocked away right below us. Tough angle at the scorer's table, but the Panthers will get it as Taliesin Cox comes back in. So will Sebastian Patterson. on the Newberry side. Backdoor cut, reverse layup, won't go. Collision there, and it's going to be a foul on the Panthers. And Newberry's going to shoot. Should be a loose ball foul. It is, and it's the 5th, and we'll walk the length of the floor. 53-16, now the clock is stopped. And Raholly will toe the line. Maddie on the way. No. Missed them both. Rebound, outlet, run. Here come the Panthers. Skip pass all the way across, tipped out of bounds. Good hustle back by Patterson. Inbound, corner 3, no good. Battle for the rebound, jump ball. Arrow stays with Pickford, they'll get it underneath. Rudyard opening it up in the third. They lead at 54-26. Many expecting the Bulldogs to be the front runner in the E.U.P again this year. Shot, no good. Layup, no good the other way. Quick turns back and forth. Layup, Panthers. Midway through the third, they go up 55-16. Here's Rao, skips it in the middle of that diamond. Taken away. Back the other way, Raholly the steal. We just keep turning and going back and forth, and a reach-in foul. Pickford over the limit, so Raholly will be at the line again, and he is struggling. 3:27 to play. 55-16. Sets and fires and hits that one. Raholly sitting with 9 of the 17. Pickford comes back the other way. Panthers. Story will go to McDonald. They'll clear out, drive, kick out for 3. Good rotation by the Indians. And then Rao is going to get called, and that may do it. He will fall out of this ball game. So Liam Rao, tough night. He'll come out. Sam Raholly will check in. And the Indians a man down as they try to fight here in the third. As mentioned earlier, known Nate Moulton a long time, coached with them as the Indians forced a turnover. You know he's not happy, but he didn't go into the locker room screaming and hollering. Obviously a disconnect somewhere in the situation tonight. He called it, had to burn 2 timeouts about 10 seconds apart earlier. And Pickford has played really well. That's just added to the Indians' frustration. But if I had to guess, I know Moulton's looking for effort, intensity, the right mindset here in the second half as Patterson hits the free throw. Every opportunity, every minute in the ball game, big or small, is an opportunity in his mind to get better. First week of the season, things going to be far from perfect. Three on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, no good. Jump ball, or we're going to get a foul. It'll be a jump. Arrow to the Indians this time with 2:39 to go in a 55-19 ball game. Pickford up by 39 with the press on here in the third. Up, skip, another transition layup off the steal. We're up by 36 rather. Now it's 38. Rahali throws up a circus shot that's good. He's in double figures to lead the Indians. Story skip to the corner. Teams trading baskets as we hit 2 minutes to go in the third. Wide open, Indians defense collapses. Offensive rebound. Story, step back, thought about the three. They'll stay patient, execute the offense. Clear out, another drive, reverse layup, good by McDonald. Here's Lewicki. Back across, Indians barely beat the count. Rahali, pull-up jumper short. Long rebound, tipped away. Panthers track it down. They'll push the tempo. They'll have a layup. Oh, nice skip pass. And they hit the 40-point mark, and they stay in the press. Indians already have three subs on the floor, including a JV call-up. And a travel underneath will give the ball back to the Panthers. Running time under a minute. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Cox, Rahali. He'll race, high dribble, layup good for Matthew Rahali. $20 more seconds. Nate Moulton pleading with his guys to work. In the final stages, Panthers will lob down low. Think they wanted the last shot. Turnaround won't go. Rebound up in a foul, and will shoot. The period will expire, but the Panthers, now they'll stop the clock with 5.6. Foul is on, it can't be on Rao. It's the third on Rahali. Free throw up. Rattles off, no good. Indians will have 5.3 seconds to try and work end to end here. Free throw good. Makes it 62-23. Rahali, buzzer beater, off the mark, and that's how the quarter will end. Panthers lead it going to the fourth, 62-23. With that 123 FM and the E.U.P. Sports Network.
The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
If you're looking for a furry friend to help brighten your days, then look no further than the Luce County Animal Shelter. They have many lovable pets, just waiting to find their forever homes. From playful pups and cuddly kittens to gentle dogs and cats looking for a quiet place to call home, the Luce County Animal Shelter has the perfect companion for you. Visit the Luce County Animal Shelter today and let's create heartwarming memories together. Because when you adopt, you're not just finding a pet, you're finding
right, we are back here and underway in the fourth. Got to get you to the right side of the court here. 7:45 to go in the fourth. Pickford has let it wire to wire. After a quick start, they just kept building momentum. 3 on the way, no good. We get a whistle underneath. And it's going to be a foul on Taliesin Cox. Running time in the fourth in a 62-23 ball game. Rudyard wins it 68-42, the final. And just a drive, scoop and score. Panthers will back out. Go with a half-court man-to-man here. Lob inside. Oh, Xander Stilson, not Cox in the ball game. They're both out there. It was Stilson who picked up the foul. Inside, up and in for Caden Hamilton. Good ball game for Caden. He's got 6. Playing a second quarter up from the JVs. Ball tipped around in a steal. Indians will come to the offensive end. Now a turnover. Fast break layup and a foul, and more free throws coming for the Panthers. Free throw rattled home and good. Pickford's got Aiden Taylor, a junior at the line. Hits them both. No basket. We're going to get a lane violation. Stilson brings him up the floor. Skip to Pavey. A lot of young bodies on the floor, inexperienced guys who can earn some minutes. Pavey, the take, no. Gets sent down. He can't believe it. Panthers running the floor, foul the other way. That'll send Owen McConkey to the line. 65-25. And the free throw good. We are running time here in the fourth. 31. I don't have either way here. Free throw good. I think it's Matt Collins. .4:17 to go, and the Panthers continue to lead this contest 67-25 now. Hamilton, hook shot, got it to go. Caden Hamilton having himself a night. He's up there with Rahali for the team lead. No call. Cox is hurt. Whistle there. It was a little bump on the drive. And they're going to wave out Nate Moulton. I think he might have just caught an elbow to the chest. Gives a thumbs up. Says he's good. They want him to go get looked at, though. Sam Rahali will come back in. Newberry gets the ball. He blew it dead with Pickford in possession. Nobody going to argue anything here with the Panthers up by 40. Hamilton. Down low, Pavey drives in. Pavey, the turn, the up and under, no, but drew the foul. E.P. will go to the line to shoot 2. Pickford brings it back up the floor here. And a triple to ignite the crowd again. The young Panthers keep adding on to what their core varsity guys have done. 70-28, and an all-around impressive performance by Pickford. Stilson. Drive. Left hand into a triple team and a travel. Jimmy Myers and Steve Wilson will talk about it. Say the move happened before the contact. No foul. Shot. Stilson just pulls up. No. Everybody tipping it around. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Panthers. They're on top 70-28. 1:13 and counting to play. Collins. Oh, big fella three. No. That was Kiefer. Back outside. Pickford. They're still gunning. Late in the contest. Out of bounds. Indians will get it. No subs. 46.3. Here we go. Stilson. Patterson. Cox. Caden Hamilton going to back his way down. There's the pivot. Turnaround fouled, and Caden Hamilton will shoot two.
Please take out your 50-50 ticket. The winner takes the 50 draw to take home $72. The number is 754648.
Hamilton rolls it home. It's them both. Hamilton has had everything for the Indians here late. 70-30. Panthers can dribble it out. They're going to attack, though. Oh, and Cox has seen enough. He comes up and just hammers him. He's tired of the showboating. Talks Nate Moulton, calms him down. Jimmy Myers gives him a word. And they're going to shoot. So they'll back everybody out. It'll be a flagrant foul. Intentional foul, but all fouls are pretty much that way. Free throw good. Missed the second. Panthers with 9.4 will keep it. And a turnover. He stepped over the line. 41-point lead. Patterson over the top, and that's how it ends. So the Panthers get the win. 71-30 is your final. Impressive showing start to finish by the Panthers as we shake it up here. Newberry will have some work to do to bounce back in week number 2 of this high school varsity season. That is going to do it tonight for us from Pickford, where the Panthers win it 71-30, M123 FM and the EUP Sports Network.